Welcome back to Fine Music. We're up to episode 344, which sounds like a significant number. I just don't know what for. Oh, forgive me, I rhymed. But I'm just because I'm happy. One of our members is filling in a corner square that needed to be filled today. So wonderful. And of course, we'll start off with our anchorman, Fred Whitlock. Go ahead, sir.
I discovered this week a band, indie rock, alternative rock band, Elliot Waits for No One. They have an album out, Midnight Melody, and they have their name from their love for Elliott Smith and Tom Waits. That's how they got their name together. It starts out with a folk rock song and shows off that the whole album is filled with diverse arrangements. The two main people in this group is Brian Troche and Jenny Frank. She's on vocals and Brian plays also on vocals and guitar. It's a great blend because Jenny's kind of gentle and serene, and his voice is a little on the gruff side, a deeper vocal, and it's a great contrast. Her vocals are memorizing. Time Loop opens up the album. It's a great song. They have jazzy numbers, full throttle rock, a wide range, like I said, and they really pull me in as a listener. I just, they have some strange lyrics sometimes, some of them a little bit dark, like this one. You pulled me out of my shallow grave. I pulled you out of your wreckage stained. And Skywalker is the one that's getting a lot of play on YouTube. It's an organic song. And Until the Last Leaf Falls is another showcase. It's, like I said, unconventional vocals shines on this album, and the band really takes this out to a new range of alternative rock. So if you like that stuff, I would highly recommend this album. It'll really pull you in. The next album I want to talk about is from an old timer. He's turning almost 85. I think he's turning 85 this year. Dion has a new album out called Girlfriends. For the last couple of years, he's been doing duet albums, which have been surprisingly selling well from what I understand. And he's gotten a lot of publicity for them. They were out and out blues rock albums, and this one is no exception. He has a slew of female artists doing duets with him, and it gives each artist plenty of room to shine. This isn't one of those albums where the duet just comes in on the refrain. This is an album where every woman on the cut has a time to play and plenty of room to shine their talents. Christine Alma is on Do the Ladies Get the Blues, and another cut, Sugar Daddy. Rory Block is on playing guitar, rock guitar, bottleneck, and does vocals. Joanne Shaw Taylor's on her Telecaster, just wailing out on. And Charlene Carter is on American Hero, a really warm and touching song. Endless Highway has a country flair to it and features a violinist, Randy Fisher. This is quite a collection, again, of songs, and Dion is in fine form. His voice shines, blues rock. A couple of other group people are on here. Maggie Rose. She takes off on a song, and Dion doesn't come in till a little bit later. And the other big name is Shamika Colin, blues guitarist. So each of these women make this even a more soulful album, a more stellar album than and push Dion to higher heights. It's just an incredible album. So when I was wondering who Joanne Taylor was, I looked her up and started listening to some of her stuff. She's a blues rock artist, and she's coming out with a new album this year called Heavy Soul. But her last album came out in 2022, and Nobody's Fool. And this one's a little bit different. It's not so much blues as a classic rock album, and it starts out actually with a country rock tune sort of feel to it, and that's the title tune. But most of the cuts are sort of R&B, soulful rock tunes. Just Getting Over You, the guitar just pours it on. And then There Was You has kind of a Mark Bolan guitar riff to it. It has some great rockers and some lighter numbers. And she just wails sometimes on guitar and also tones it down to some ballads. But if you want to strut and listen to some great guitar work, I would highly recommend this album. She's got 11 albums out. She's from England, and in 2010 she's won Best Female Blues Artist. And so keep your eye open while you're listening to this album. Keep your eye open for Heavy Soul, which is coming out later this year, I believe, in the month of June.
Is this the same Dion as Dion in the Belmonts, Dion?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, for the last 20 years, he's been coming out with some great solo albums. He actually I think he won a Grammy for the Bronx Blues album he did. And it was an acoustic blues album. It was really a great album. That's started getting back into him. And the last couple of years, he's had 10 or 12 artists backing him up on his last two albums, and Stomping Ground and Blues for My Friends.
He's got to be 180 years old.
Yeah, 85. He's turning 85 this year.
Wow.
Great singer still.
It's good to see that.
Incredible. I just enjoy almost every album he's put out in the last 15 years.
Very cool.
Well, that's 3 albums to check out for those keeping track. Elliot Waits for No One, Midnight Melody.
Yes.
And Dion's Girlfriend.
Yes.
He seems to have quite a few. And one of them is Joanne Taylor. Right? She's got her own album, Nobody's Fool, and a new one.
Taylor.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, hey.
Rory Block, I haven't heard of her for ages and ages. She came out with a self-named album, I think, in the 70s.
Yeah, she's been around quite a while.
All right. Well, thank you, Fred. Let's venture on.